Booyah! Right back at you. As we are now live. Everyone said yesterday, you might be watching this later, so we're going to just get right into it. Everyone was telling me yesterday, you're running from the game. You never talk about the Clippers when they lose, only when LeBron lose. Why? It's not right. We want justice. So you must want to hear about what happens when they lose. Doesn't matter to me. We do not discriminate against a team. The best game of the night last night was the Clippers game versus the Boston Celtics. That was a game. If anybody watched a game of basketball before, that's how it's done. Now, the problem is, just like many games, the NBA have their agenda on who they want to win, who they want to look good, who they don't care about looking good. And when you know that, then you know you're going to be, infested with problems. And right now, this is a new team basically trying to learn itself all over again. Now, should the Clippers be 37-18? Should they be happy with that record going into the All-Star break? I think so. But Morris didn't have a good game. Kawhi Leonard had 28, 11, and 4, and we're talking about him having a bad game. Lou Williams had 35. Trez had 24. Shaman had 19. Paul George, who played 15 minutes, had 4 points. And Big Play Morris, who we said we got to get Big Play Morris over here because he scores a lot. Harkless was only averaging 6 points a game. Well, Morris gave us a whopping 10. What happened? What happened, ladies and gentlemen? What happened to cause this? Why are the Clippers playing on a Thursday night and the All-Star weekend starts the very next day? Why is that? Why did they make the schedule that way? That you would have teams playing on Thursday night and then the next day is the All-Star break. Meanwhile, LeBron, they get Thursday off, they get to travel, they get to sleep in, they get to get adjusted. Meanwhile, the Clippers players like Kawhi, he gets no rest. He got to fly out today to come to Chicago. The referees were atrocious. In the fourth quarter, especially in the Boston Celtics game, it was pro home team. But I could see where they had problems at dealing with Jason Tatum. He got in the zone early, and they couldn't get him out of it. They tried to throw different bodies at him, but he took advantages whenever he had the mismatch. Whenever he had a mismatch, he would go to the basket and wouldn't commit to just taking jump shots. And that changed the dynamic of stretching the team out. So when they get caught in the switch and Shamit is on Tatum's not going to settle for the jump shot. He's going to put the ball on the floor and get to the rack. And that changed the game. Well, Jermichael Green is there for defensive purposes. So if somebody's there for defensive purposes, you know, what you expect from him? Lou had it going all night. So I don't know what you're saying there. You got 4 guys that played 40 plus minutes heavy. Shamit played 48 minutes. He played the most minutes out of everybody. We don't know what's going on with Paul George, but Morris didn't have a good game to me. For somebody who played 42 minutes in the game and only gave you a whopping 10 points, and he was getting abused to me on defense. I mean, he's going to probably have to learn. They got to learn him into the system. But I think they should have stayed with Harkless, in my opinion. But hey, what do I know? They wanted to keep him from going to the Lakers. I get it. Sir Spamola. Spamola. Then Marcus Smart, he got too loose. And I think at the guard position, when you got a physical guard like Marcus Smart, he just had one of those miracle games. So Tatum got his, but other players were able to excel and get to certain spots that they shouldn't have. Because without Brown, there's no way they should have been able to do what they did. Marcus Smart covered the slack for a lot of it. Kemba was pretty much controlled. It was Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart cannot get 30 points in a game. That's out. That's got to be eliminated right away. Kawhi had a bad fourth quarter. Okay. And overtime, period. He was exhausted. He was tired. He was a little fatigued, but his shot just wasn't dropping. So Boston did a great job defensively, making it tough for him by switching up, making another guy run up and cut off the lane whenever Kawhi, they wanted to make him that jump shooter. They're like, we're going to make you the jump shooter tonight. We don't want you getting to the basket, getting a foul, and getting to the free throw line. We need you just committed to taking jump shots or distributing to someone else. We need you doing that. So they did a good job of running different sets at him and running different things at him. Yeah, it's one game, but we'll see where it goes from here. You know, I mean, Boston did some good things defensively, and it'll all be forgotten about because people are going to be like, Kawhi choke. What's up with Kawhi? LeBron this and that. And people miss on the entire game. And that's all we got right now. So it was a great game to watch, going back and forth. And the first game was great that they played against each other. But that'll all get lost. And then we're going to hear a whole talk show for 6 hours of guys screaming and yelling about Kawhi and LeBron when they're not even comparable. LeBron is still not better than Kawhi Leonard on no planet whatsoever. So no matter what you put him as, Kawhi Leonard is a more complete basketball player than LeBron James, in my opinion. So hope you guys donate to the page. Hit my Cash App up, which is Carcino, and I'm out.